Okay, thank you. I feel very honoured and proud to introduce the next speech. He goes by a number of aliases. MC High Time, Rob or Bob, but for today only, please make some noise for the groom.
I'd like to start off by saying, on behalf of me and my new wife, what a pleasure it is to have you all here. It's so overwhelming to look around the room and see so many friends and family from far and wide who've come to join us. I mean, I don't need that, do I? I can see some family from Wimbledon and Ascot, Chichester. We've got some friends from Bournemouth, Wales, Manchester, Birmingham. The father of the bride's joining us from the exotic location of Dubai. And then my oldest friends, of course, joining us from an equally exotic location, Croydon. No riots tonight, you lot, please. I'd like to extend some particular words of thanks to some very special people who've made our day possible. Firstly, my family, Mum, Dad, James. Dad, I can see you sat there now thinking, just get on with it, Ron. A long way to go yet, Dad, I've only just started. Thank you all so very much for coming, and thank the three of you for the support that you show to me and Abby. It means the world to us. To my father-in-law, Jeremy. Jeremy's been so wonderfully kind and so wonderfully generous and welcomed me into the family. And I just hope in years to come, when we have a daughter, turn up at the doorstep with a grubby little oink like me, who are able to offer the same kindness and generosity. So, Jeremy, thank you very much. To my mother-in-law, Sarah, I'm going to spare her the terrible, tacky, stereotypical mother-in-law jokes, because believe me when I say there are a lot that are applicable to my mother-in-law. Just to say that she's been our absolute wedding guru over the last couple of years, and since we got engaged, if it wasn't for her, I think we can both honestly say we would not have made it here today. So Sarah, thank you so very much for that, and you're not going to get rid of me now, ever. And moving on to our readers, Mill did a beautiful reading for us earlier. You're going to get another thank you later on, so hold tight as well. And Hayley, Sophie, we had to think very carefully before choosing two Northerners to do a reading. He did us absolutely proud, and so we've got you a little something to say thank you. This one. One there, here we go. There you go. Thank you so much. So, thanks. My ushers, Dave and Tim, they've got those manners that parents like. Not just there's some good points about them as well. And we've got you a little something to say thank you. Meet me halfway if you like. Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Dave.
Come on, Pat.
It says to Tim.
So they're both the same, don't worry. Equally cheap. To our MC, our Toastmaster, Nick, where's he gone? You've been absolutely, I've got to walk over there again now. You've been absolutely brilliant today, mate, and just one more short announcement and then you can get as pissed as you want, I promise.
There's two more on this one.
Top man, thank you, mate.
Thank you.
And moving on to my best men. It's unusual to have two best men, I know, and my dad would probably say that's bloody typical for you, that is, Robert. I met Daniel and Charlie when I was 11 years old and I was in a big school all by myself, and I met the Zappo brothers, and I remember thinking to myself at this time, who are these two idiots? And when I was 12, Daniel beat me up for being late. And it really helped to break the ice. A real friendship blossomed. When I was 13, Charlie took a detention for something something that I had done, and I knew right there and then I had a best man. But when we were 15, Charlie got into this god-awful heavy metal music. And Daniel was my salvation and came and rescued me and took me to see a real band called Oasis. Stadium. So I knew there that I had two best men. So yeah, it's a bit unusual, but they mean the absolute world to me, and I had to have them both as my best men. And I say it from the bottom of my heart to you both, when you have been some use during this show. So thank you both very much, and we've got you a little something. They're both the same, don't they? And to the bridesmaids, all four of you look delightful. Mill, you did us a beautiful reading earlier, thank you so very much. Jazz, Sophie, Becky, and thank you for getting a particularly special little parcel here today. I'm eternally grateful to all four of you. And just to extend a particular thank you to Jazz and to Becky, because I know that you've kept the bride sane over the last couple of months and gone above and beyond the call of any bridesmaid, so thank you both very much. And a third thank you to Becky, that's right, you get free. Every piece of wedding stationery you see here, everything on the tables and the invitations and everything, she's done it all for us, and I think you can all agree it looks absolutely brilliant. Thanks, Beck, you saved us a good few quid there. Jasmine, thank you. Here's Sophie. This is hard work. Mill, that's for you, that one. Beck, thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it, really. There's no one else I need to thank. No one who's really done anything today. Been very yes. My wife, my bride, my missus. I don't know what I can tell you about my wife. Maybe I could start off by telling you about the girl who hasn't done any washing up since 2000. Or maybe I could start off by telling you about the girl who greets me every Friday night by kicking her shoes off behind the front door so I fall over them. Or maybe I can tell you about the girl who's volunteered me more driving advice in the last 4 years. 3 instructors put together. Or maybe I could just tell you about my best friend. For the past 4 years, we've barely spent a single day apart, so I'm lucky enough to be able to say to you that for the past 4 years I've spent my days with the kindest, happiest, sweetest, cleverest, nicest person you could ever hope to meet. And it's impossible to put into words what I really think about Abby. I remember thinking very early on, this is the girl I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. And on day one, I thought you looked so beautiful, but never could I have possibly imagined how beautiful that you would look today on our wedding day. So I'd like to ask you all to join me in a toast to the most important person here. And everybody raise your glasses, please, to Mrs. Abby Saunders.
Abby Saunders.